touch on it now. I know just recently for you, you've been in Boomers camp. The boys have just obviously something that hasn't gone your way in terms of making the team recently. What's your is there a reset button you got to do? Like, how does that work moving forward? You want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's always been a goal of mine to play for the Boomers at a major tournament, at a World Cup or an Olympics, and this is my first opportunity to be involved in that process, and I was super excited for it. Get up to camp, and it was another level, and I don't think I was quite there, and that's why I was one of the first three out. And for me, when you get cut and they tell you, it's obviously not fun to hear, but the day after, and then in this week since I've been back in Wollongong, I've just been hungry to get better and better. Make sure I have a great year heading into next year because there's an Olympics coming up, and I just want to keep getting better so I can be, more of a chance to make that team and achieve my goals.
Cool. And while we're there, so can you run us through, like, it's about a year out from the Olympics. You probably, so what is it? You're in the top 20 players for Australia. Like, was that the cut where you got 15 players? So you're not far away from the team, right?
No, so it was this last camp was the squad of 18.
Yeah.
And then they cut it down to 15, and that was when I got sent home.
Yeah, yeah. And so does Gorgon give you some feedback around, like, the head coach to say, all right, Sam, we want you to go get better at this, or do you go away now and go, right, how do I get better? And what do you want to work on, I guess, moving forward so that you're ready to make the Olympic team next year?
Yeah, so Gorge gave me some feedback when he was talking to me there, and I spoke to all the assistants, Matt Nielsen, Adam Capehorn, and then my coach down here, Jacob Jacomas.
Yeah.
Just working with all of them and piecing together what I do need to get better at. And there's a couple of big ones. The shot is massive. Got to be able to shoot from outside better.
Yeah.
The stuff that I do well, I've got to get better at. The rebounding, running the floor, because the guys on that team, Zave Cooks, Nick Kay, Jack White, Jock Landau, they all do that unbelievably well.
Right.
And that's kind of been what's been good in my game. But if they're just as good as that as I am, then I've got to find a way to be better than them at that if I want a chance to make that team.
Yeah.
And then defensively as well, that's another part where I just got to keep improving. I think over the course of my NBL career, I have improved, but there's still so much room for growth there. And that'll be another big part.
Yeah, cool. I love it that you've been, open to, talking about, a failure, I guess, in terms of, but then also taking that failure and going, right, well, this is how I get better. So I do appreciate you being open and honest. And I know the people listening to this will be like, okay, well, if you can say your goals out loud, I think that's super cool. And mate, we're rooting for you for next year. So I truly mean that, mate. I think you should make that team.
No, I appreciate it. I mean, it was such a cool thing to be a part of, and I'm just hungry for more now.
Oh man, that gets me up and about. I got some goosebumps here. That's cool, Sam. I love it, mate.